Welcome to Saturday night for me, Saturday afternoon for you. This is Inside Russia. My name is Konstantin and I am live in Uzbekistan. I usually go live from Russia, from Moscow, Russia, from south of Russia, but I am in Uzbekistan due to some business and going live from Uzbekistan. Thank you for joining me today. Quite a few people today already. I would like to ask my wonderful mods to email me if you can hear and see me well, if everything is all right. I would really appreciate it. And we have quite an interesting conversation. I hope you will like that. I certainly, well, I can't say that I like what I'm going to say, but I certainly need to get it off my chest. And, there are some tough questions I need to ask. Lorna, 5x5, thank you so much. We're good to go. I'm gonna brag a little bit. I bought this. Tea is not very strong because this is the third time I add boiling water. And if I add more tea, I won't be able to sleep. I bought real good tea. It's called Assam. Good stuff. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I'm breaking in this new apartment and making things around me a little more comfortable because I moved into this place and it's not very suitable for living, for comfortable living at least. And I have made a video going to upload right after the stream. So please keep on tuning in. This is Saturday, so usually on Saturdays we stream a little longer than 1 hour. We'll see how it goes, 1.5, perhaps 2 hours. We'll see how mods feeling and we'll see what kind of conversation we're having. And the model of today's and all other streams is I want to deliver you the message. It's very important, most important thing of my streams, and I turn off comments for the first 30 minutes, 25 minutes or so, and I give you my message. So I am not interrupted by comments, by super chats or anything like that. I need to stay sharp and deliver message. And this is what I'm gonna do. Now, where do I start? I hope that you all read name of today's stream. Tough questions to Putin. What's next? The questions I'm about to ask are not necessarily to Vladimir Putin, but to the decision makers. And I don't know who they are. To people, group of people, perhaps some individuals who make decisions about about the plan of military operation, about when to end the military operation in Ukraine and so forth. Basically, it could be the president himself, it could be his aides, it could be his inner circle, so to speak, it could be the government, I don't know. But these questions I would like to ask. And I would love Vladimir Putin answer them, since he's our president and that's his official job. He was elected by us, and it would be great if he would just go out and clarify things for us, for Russian citizens, for the voters and for the taxpayers. It would be absolutely awesome. Now, I will start off by reminding you that I already had a stream where I was asking, again, Putin, the government, people in charge, I was asking questions. And I quite didn't understand back then why we weren't being answered those questions, because they're very common sense, I will repeat them. And it was in early March, okay? I had a few questions, real quick. The questions were, the first question, why there are so many countries in the world against Russia? If we're doing the right thing, okay, if we're liberating, if we're getting rid of Nazis in Ukraine, then why everyone is against us? I would like that to be clarified. Second question, why didn't Russia make a case of bad people hijacking power in Ukraine and do crimes against Ukrainian people, against people in Donbass region, and present it in international law and why didn't Russia involve international community in solving this problem, denazification and demilitarization? Since, as far as I understand, we, the government, that people who made decisions, they have had bulletproof facts that something sinister was going on in Ukraine. And based on those facts, the decision to liberate Ukraine, to denazify, demilitarize, was made. If we had such bulletproof case, why didn't we go out and to United Nations, I don't know, international courts and say, hey, we want help with that? Usually, in a case like that, international community gets together troops, okay? In our case, why we didn't do that? Third question, why Russian troops haven't been welcomed in Ukraine with Russian flags and flowers? If Nazis have hijacked the countries there, then obviously normal people, no one likes Nazis. I hate Nazis, Everyone hates Nazis. Why normal people wouldn't welcome Russia, the liberator, and, cooperate? Perhaps it's happening, but we're not being told, okay? I don't know. We're in complete darkness. I would love to hear the answer for this question. Number 4, what's going on in Kharkov, the most Russian city? The Kharkov is a very important city because historically, it's right next to Russia. I've been to Kharkov many times. I walked from Kharkov to Russia, over the border. So I saw Kharkov with my own eyes, and it's a known fact. It's a very pro-Russian city. Russian spoken mostly in Kharkov. People liked the Russian culture and everything. So why isn't, after 5 weeks, why isn't Kharkov ours? Why hasn't been taken, and, why? And number 6, why Russian Ministry of Defense has been very silent? We've been told about a number of casualties twice, after 7 days and after 30 days. First, it was 498, the number of troops killed in action, and the second was a little over 1,300. Why just twice? How many tanks were destroyed? On our side, there must have been some losses in heavy machinery, in the planes and stuff like that. I mean, that's military operation. People fight, right? So I haven't heard anything. How many armored vehicles have been lost? How many planes? How many helicopters? If none, just please tell us. That'd be fantastic, okay? How many losses on the Ukrainian side? Again, we are kind of kept in dark, and I want to know why. Obviously, Russia has one of the strongest armies in the world, and this is what we've been told for the past 15 years, okay? I watched the official channel of the Russian army called The Star, and all kinds of programs, TV programs, about the strength of our military. And if the army is strong, one of the best in the world, it means that the army has a monitoring center that does live monitoring of all operations, taking place in real time. Soldiers down, who was killed, and they know in real time. I mean, if they don't have it, that's a disaster, but I think they do. But somehow they're not telling us. Why? Real quick, these were the questions I wanted to hear the answers way back. Well, it seems like it's way back, but in reality it's been, 3 weeks? Gosh, it's like in real life, in another time, So, now, it's been 5 weeks. over a month, 1 week over a month. And I have a new set of questions because, you know, things change and the situation is evolving. And now let me ask you new questions. And I'm not asking you. I'm asking the people who are in the know, in the Russian top, the government, Vladimir Putin himself, I don't know that, his aides, Dmitry Peskov perhaps. I mean, they must know. I mean, they control in the city installed to take care of our country, okay? And I hope they're doing a good job. I hope they're informed. I hope everything in our country works as it needs to be working, right? So, my first question is, why hasn't Kyiv been taken by Russian military? Kyiv is the key strategic goal of this entire military operation. Kyiv is the center of Ukraine. That's where the President Zelensky is, and that's where the Ukrainian government is. We are talking about denazification, at least that's what we've been told, that the goal of this special military operation is denazification and demilitarization. Okay, I accept from what my government is telling me. But how does denazification and demilitarization how do they take place? Okay, what needs to be done? Again, we have not been told anything, but it only appears to be logical that in order to do that, you need to change the management of the country, the leadership of the country. And without changing the leadership of the country, both denazification and demilitarization doesn't make any sense, right? Perhaps Russia and Russian troops have different goals. Perhaps they go to different places around Kyiv and denazifying and demilitarizing. I don't know. I want to know, okay? But it's common sense. In order to denazify, you need to change leadership. And how do you change leadership? You go to the capital, because the biggest leadership is there. 6 weeks, well, 5.5 weeks. 5 weeks, I'm sorry. Over a month, and Kyiv hasn't been taken. Leadership is still there. Zelensky is still president. He's on YouTube, he speaks to American Senate, he speaks to European leaders and stuff like that. So my question is simple. Why hasn't Kyiv been taken over? Question number 2. And second question comes from the first one. What's the plan? Another simple question. What is the plan? We are clueless. We just watch TV. Lots of emotions, okay? We watch the programs of how Russian military is providing humanitarian aid, feeding Ukrainian people. We are told many times, we've been told how the Russian military has been trying to end, actually delivering humanitarian corridors so innocent civilians can just leave the combat zones and flee somewhere to Russia or to other places, many times. And that's pretty emotional, okay? And I'm talking about TV because pretty much it's the only channel that we are getting official information from. That's it. Everything else could be considered as fake and disinformation. Now, other than that emotional kind of programming, we haven't been told what is the plan, how long this operation is going to take place. Are things going according to the plan? That initially they must have had a plan, right? How are things going? According to the plan, or something is going wrong, okay? Perhaps something's going wrong and they're changing their plan, okay? We're clueless, and guess what? I need answers, and other people need answers by one simple reason. Well, 2 reasons. First of all, Ukraine is suffering a great deal of tragedy, human tragedy right now. Every single person in Ukraine is affected, and we need to know what is the next, what's going to happen next with this military operation. And the second reason is our lives of Russian citizens have been destroyed. I kid you not. All these sanctions from the West, they have destroyed our normal way of life, okay? Hundreds of thousands of people getting fired, and will be fired many, many more. A dollar used to cost, 72 rubles. Now it costs over 80, and that's pretty artificial exchange rate. We really know what's going on. Most, if not all, Western companies have stopped supplying things into Russia. They have stopped doing business in Russia. Our Visa, MasterCard, anything, nothing works anymore. We cannot send money abroad. And if we could, many companies don't want to deal anything. They don't want to do anything with us because, you know what? Because we're Russian. Just for the fact that we're Russian. They don't want to take our money. They don't want to do business with us, okay? All these wonderful things, they happened because of this military operation. And we want to know what is the plan. I would love to hear this answer for this question. What's the plan? Question number 3. There have been information in Russian news, official information from the Ministry of Defense, that a Russian position at the negotiations between the highest level, our representative is Medinsky, and Ukrainian representatives, I don't know who, but they meet. At first they met in Belarus a few times, and then the latest they met in Turkey. And they have found basically they're trying to negotiate peace, okay? That's fantastic. First we start this military operation, and we're trying to negotiate peace. Kind of doesn't make any sense. If you started and you have a plan, just stick to the plan, right? All of a sudden, peace sounds like turning back. Don't get me wrong. I want peace. I want SAP. I pray every single day in my streams, and I invite thousands of people to pray along with me. The highest number was like 38 or 4,000 people, or 3,800. So I have urge for these negotiations. I have peace, but from the point of view of the government, to negotiate peace is a very strange thing, okay? Don't you think? So perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps, there's an explanation, logical explanation. There must be one, right? But I would love to hear it, okay? And why Russian position at these negotiations started changing, started softening up? Have the goals changed? Is everything going according to the plan, or perhaps something has gone wrong? I don't know. I want to know. I really, really want to know. If everything is going right, then why are you negotiating? If you're righteous, if you have God behind you, if you're fighting Nazis, denazifying, you know what I mean? That's strange. So please explain us. We regular Russians, we want to know, because it's our money that this operation is taking place with. We are the taxpayers. We're paying for the army. We're paying for everything that is happening in Ukraine right now. So we need to know. Number 4. That's a very interesting question. Why Russian army has started to decrease activity around Kyiv starting March 29th. That was the official information. One of the Russian generals, Ministry of Defense, he claimed that Russian military, Russian troops have decreased by a great deal the military operations, movements, activities around Kyiv and Chernigov. Chernigov is a city right next to Kyiv. Why? Have you reached the goals? Fantastic. Tell us, what have you done to decrease the military activity? Because otherwise, it's kind of strange. If you haven't reached the goals, why would you decrease the military activity, right? So please, tell us the good news. Nazis are going around Kiev. I welcome this news, okay? But tell me, how many Nazis? Who were the Nazis? Were they part of a certain party? Were they, were they war criminals? What are their names? Because you must know, right? So please, that I would love to hear the answer for that. Question number 5. What we should wait in the nearest future happen with our economy? The sanctions we've been hit so hard with the sanctions. I have not seen anything like this in my life. And I have not heard anything like that in my life. I studied at 2 universities and I studied economics, and never I had read about things like that happening. Russia is the most sanctioned country in the world. It's worse than North Korea. It's worse than Venezuela. It's worse than Iran. Okay, what is coming in a couple months, in 3 months? Because people at the government, you have top economists, you have top analysts, you must know what's coming to us, okay? Somehow you're not telling us. Why? We want to know because it's our lives that have been affected, okay? We are screwed here. We're regular people. We are losing jobs. Our companies going bankrupt. Our industries are imploding, okay? It's affecting us in the first place, okay? We start making less money. We go to stores and see that sugar that used to cost 30 rubles now costing 25, 125, okay? Onion that used to cost 20, 25, now costing 80, okay? Potatoes costing 125 rubles. That's affecting us because we're buying food for ourselves and for our kids. So you owe us explanation, what to expect. How can we prepare for what's coming in the summertime? And you know it's coming. You know it's coming because you have very good economists, very good experts. Why aren't you sharing it with us? You have the whole picture, okay? Please share with us. Tell us. We must know because we want to survive. And the sixth and the biggest question is, not sure if the government, Vladimir Putin or anyone else for that matter, can answer it right now. That's kind of a rhetorical question. But I would love to get answer from that question too. How are we going to live from now on? What are we going to do as a country, as people, as the government, as this whole huge land that is called Russia? How are we going to live? Are we going to live forever as an isolated island? Are we going to live forever with other nations and other people spitting when they see a Russian walking by? Are we going to live like no one would want to shake our hand? Is there a plan? I mean, there must be a plan of some kind, right? If there is not a plan, okay, I can understand that. But please tell us there is not a plan. We don't know. We have not been prepared to this. That would be respecting us as taxpayers and voters, okay? And even if you don't have answers for these 5 questions, previous questions I asked you, that would be okay with me too, but you would have to admit that you do not have answers. But you somehow keep in silence, and this is the worst thing. Whew. That's it. I got it off my chest. And I'm going to turn on. The message has been delivered. I'm going to turn on the chat at the live stream. And I would love to hear your opinions, your questions. Please put them in caps. If you don't, there's not a chance I will see them. Okay? There are so many people and there are so many comments. If they're not in caps, I am not seeing them. Plain and simple. Okay? About 1,700 people watching right now. That's a lot. And you can ask me any kinds of questions. Please, just keep this chat clean. Do not try to inform me of what's going on outside of Russia and Ukraine, because I know in informing you putting myself in danger, because Russia is not the safest place to be right now. Okay, there are certain laws that can get me in trouble, and I've asked my mods to run virtual gulag so I don't have to go to the real one. Okay, so listen to what mods have to post and say, and please do what they say. Thank you so much, guys and girls. I'm turning on the chat. You know, this tea, it's actually not the greatest, but it's not bad. It's okay. It's okay. Whatever is imported to Uzbekistan is usually as not whatever is produced, grown in Uzbekistan, top, best in the world. I hope you saw my community post that if you want, I can tell you a little bit about that, how I eat and what I eat here. This is my most favorite part about doing the live streams, reading the super chats, reading the comments, reading the prayers, reading the messages that you send. The messages, number one. The prayers, number one. The, just wishes, good wishes, that's number one. Super chats, number two. They're very pleasant and money is appreciated. But you don't have to send me super chats. Just send me good words if you want to. So thank you so much. Slovakia. Hi there. Let me put the computer a little closer so I can read better. Dolly Lama T. Hey, hey, hey. The serial super chatter. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. Deutsche Path. Alien Sexist. That's a strange name, but hi. Saz H. Hi from UK. J Fox. Lawrence Daniels. Leo P. Ugly. That's pretty cool name. Rabbit Bill. Rabbit, not Rabbit. Alan Thompson, hi from UK. Kay Yuk from Germany. Julia, greetings from US Midwest. Sneepy, hi from Massachusetts. Whereabouts in Massachusetts are you? Monkey Blue, hello from Ontario, Canada. Niagara Falls, great place. Harmless. So I can safely assume that all the questions were rhetorical? No. The last one was rhetorical. And the 5 questions before that, they were real. I mean, that just makes sense what I'm saying, at least to me, okay? I could be totally wrong, all right? But you decide. You heard the questions and you decide. Because question number 6, no one knows the answer, really. Question number 1 through 5, the answers can be given. Kathy, there's a super sticker from Saz H, £5. Thank you so much. Gitty Gap. Thank you for the super chat. Mike B, your heart is gold. Do not despair. Thank you. Wonderful words. Lynn Gordon, hi from Canada. Evil, wow, what a great set of questions. I think so too. Thank you. KYNY Upstate, good morning. Upstate New York. Eladio, hi everyone from Spain. Technor from Slovakia, hi there. It's me, maybe. Hello there. Bamsi Moi, greetings from Finland. Finland is a very close country to me. You know, I love Finland, great country. Here we go, super chat, and I will start losing the greetings. There you go. Wendy Powell, a question. Ron, $10, thank you. I see that Robert Bates deleted the message. Ron, if you want me to answer this message privately, your question privately, then please email me at the end of the stream and I will make sure that I will answer. There was a question about California. Lorna saying stop with the stupid and careless comments. Lorna, the stupid comments, okay, I don't care. Careless, please guys, do not leave careless comments because they put me in danger. I'm already, okay, I just need to be more. Mr. Belvedere's uncle, hello from USA, hi there. Ateneus, hello from Bulgaria, great. Sneepy's from Boston. Hey, send me some Boston chowder. As for economy, maybe learn Chinese, says Harmless. No, even if we learn Chinese don't need us. We are extra weight, not needed weight, okay? We are same as Uyghurs. They have very good experience of concentrating camps, setting up and putting people. And this is where we're gonna go. Once they take Russia over, and that's gonna happen, they're gonna put people aside and they're gonna say, whoa, what a nice, rich country, huge, so much mineral resources, so much oil, so much gas, so much wood, you know, trees, and they're gonna bow. But your place is behind the, you know, in a special care places, okay? And that's gonna be concentration camps. So whether we speak Chinese or not, it's not going to make any difference. $10 from Rizzy Gray. Oh, hello from Canada. Hello, Rizzy from Tashkent. I was going to say Moscow, Russia, but no, Tashkent. Hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. Thank you. Are you able to comment on whether or not you think a further changing of goals of the operation would affect citizen support for the war? If you can't, I understand. Very good question. I think to people in the government right now, it's the most important question. Okay, I cannot answer that, but you can read between the line. I think that's what they're thinking about right now, because it's just, if you put two and two together, if you have a little bit of brain in your head, if you play chess and see couple turns ahead of you, okay, then that becomes the most important question, because they've been given so much information about this stuff. Excellent question. That's deep. You're thinking deep, okay? And thanks for the super chat, you know. 10 Canadian dollars, very welcome. Stick lid, $10, virtual gulag. That's funny. Well, this is what it is. It's been called virtual gulag, and we discuss it with the mods. We have, like, after every stream, before streams, sometimes we discuss things. And look, this isn't jokes. For you, perhaps it's a joke. For me, it's not. Okay? Mods know a little more than you do, and trust me, the situation is not funny. There was a great question about California. I missed it. Andrew Carter, Constantine, are you able to talk to Michael every day? How do you keep him cheerful? I talk to him 4 times a day. We video chat with each other, you know. Natasha calls him up and stuff like that. He misses me. I miss him a lot. I miss my family and Natasha. But it's temporary, you know, it's not forever. So I'm trying to keep him cheerful being his dad. that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. Christine Guy, God bless you from Florida, USA. I was gonna say, when I was in Moscow, I used to say something like, oh, you know, I wish I could change places with you in Florida because it's so nice and wonderful and warm. Guess what? 75 degrees today in Tashkent. I was wearing t-shirt and I was sticking up like a sore thumb because I was the only one in t-shirt. I was hot. Everyone else wore sweaters because 25 degrees, 75, which is 25 in Celsius, 75 in Fahrenheit, is cold for them. So everyone was looking at me like, he's in t-shirt, is he crazy? It's just 75 degrees, it's cold. Oh, he must have come from north. And yes, I have come from north, so it's pretty funny. So I'm not gonna say let's trade places because of weather, because I think we're having the same kind of weather right now. Bill from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Hi, Bill. Constantine, I would gladly shake your hand any day, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Perhaps one day you would be able to. Who knows? Hello from Italy, says ST384. Ugly is from Morocco. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wendy Powell says, how was your Saturday? It's lunchtime here in California. Saturday has been really good. I woke up, I answered a few emails. Believe it or not, I still have 80 emails to answer, backed up from over a couple weeks. Then I did quite a bit of editing. I did filming for another video. I'm going to release a video right now after the stream. And this is basically my apartment. My apartment is a regular Uzbek place of an Uzbek family. And I filmed it and I showed around. So I think you might find it interesting. So I went for a walk. I went to a bazaar, Eastern Bazaar, well, one of the bazaars here in Tashkent. I bought some fresh veggies and in my community post made a pledge actually to keep 10 days, to keep non-meat diet for 10 days. And I started it today, day number 1. And what else? Talk to everyone who I needed to talk to. Basically, I didn't rest. I did something all day long, all the way until the live stream. Okay, so it's been fantastic. It's a pretty good day. From Nancy Darling, the serial super chatter, $10. I relate to your live streams. They're excellent. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you. Serial super chatter. Thank you for being one. I wanted to share this. Just came up unexpectedly in my mind. Look, I have become much more comfortable sitting in front of a camera and speaking English, because my first live streams, some of you remember Lorna, you know, Mommy, Kim from first California, then Nevada, Bob S. You remember my first streams? I couldn't really speak straight. It was like rough around the corners. I would use a lot of these words. And now I feel much more comfortable sitting in front of a camera, and I am enjoying it much more. Okay, so thank you for commenting on and complimenting on the streams. I would like to return the compliment and thank you for supporting and for being here and coming back and just conversing with me. That's really important. Thank you. L also, what's USM? USM is University of Southern Maine. That's my alma mater. Mohammed, can you talk about Alexander Dugin philosophy? Unfortunately, the name rings the bell, Alexander Dugin, but I cannot, just give you on the spot what he's all about. Gosh, I saw something about California, a question, but I keep on looking. PL, thank you for your message. It offers a measure of comfort in this uncomfortable time. Thank you. I'm glad it touched you a little bit. You see, about my messages, I don't really try to come up with messages really, because I'm full of different thoughts and different ideas, and all I have to do is just take a little bit, like a little piece of pain out of me, and that's my message. Okay, it can be addressed somehow, and this is what I do. Okay, and then I totally go like I pray. I don't pray by the book. I pray by what comes out of my heart. And same thing, I don't do messages by the book. I don't like research anything. It kind of comes out of me, you know. That's pretty much it. Philly in the house. John Venner. John, my friend graduated from the Wharton School of Business. My best friend, I actually have a few best friends. Okay, the best friend that is in London, he's Ukrainian. He's from Donbass originally, you know, and he spent couple years in Philly. Philly cheesesteak. My wife, we actually have some friends in Philly. My wife visited them, friends of my wife, and she tried Philly cheesesteak. I was like, Natasha, you gotta try that once you make it to Philadelphia. And then she did, and she's like, that's like our shawarma. You know? Shoot, I think I missed a super chat. Ryori, hi from Boston. Your time in Maine makes you a superb presenter for an English-speaking audience. Can you think about putting up decoration behind you? Just looking at the white wall is depressing. Thanks for suggesting. Thanks for suggesting. This is a new place for me. This is temporary. This is just a couple hours later, after the stream is over, just watch the video about this place. You will understand where I am sitting right now, where I'm coming from. My house in Rostov is fantastic. There's great background and lights and everything. Moscow is not so good, but I can work because I live there. It's my permanent. Here it's temporary. I doubt I can do something about it, but I might change locations for some of the streams. So thank you for being serial super chatter, by the way. And thank you, you know, Boston is, I used to go to Boston all the time from Maine. We would jump on the train. I think it was Downeaster. Hour and a half, we would be in the South Station or North Station, one of the stations, you know, and then we would just like hang out in Boston for a day. It's one of my places that I really, really like. $20 super chat from Dalai Lama T. So glad you're doing better. Praying for you and your family. I am doing better. Moscow, if you like thinking about psychologically, emotionally, yes, I'm doing better. I'm kind of unwinding. All of a sudden, I started feeling ache in my throat. That's strange. I'm unwinding, but I start feeling guilty for feeling better than in Moscow. Moscow is a pressure cooker. You just, from being in Moscow, you just go, you cringe, you know. Here is a little different. I have a purpose here, a little different purpose. And I've been doing a lot of things in terms of, I've established, like I came here, I had to register, I had to open a bank account, I had to look for an apartment, and I was busy with things, okay? And that kind of put my mind off this terrible tragedy into something else. So that was a little therapeutic. But I start having guilt, feeling guilt big time, okay? I feel like I should be like all the way 100% there in that thing as I was in the previous 30 days. So Frank in Texas, the usual suspect. Josef Nicholas, love from Switzerland. Be safe. Thank you. Thank you very much. Marilyn Parmalee, I cannot stay. Family stuff today. Prayers for you and your family. Thank you so much. Prayers are priceless. It's number one. That's I love hearing prayers and wishes. Sabrina, hello Lorna. Hope you're having it. Okay, Lorna, that's to Lorna. Charlie from Canada, sending love. Sending back from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Kimchi from Oregon, USA. Welcome. Francis here, Paradiso. Ronnie Braun, Lynn Gordon from Calgary, Canada. The place of the home of 1988 Olympics, Winter Olympics, I remember. Joe Douglas, hi from New Zealand. Wow. Hi, New Zealand. That's a long way from here. Denmark. Micro Blues. Thomas Mroz. Hi there. Dave Combs. Hello from Ashtabula, Ohio. That's Ashtabula. Never heard of it before. Deer Creek. Hello from Southern California, Ventura County. Woohoo! Ventura. Very, very dear place to me, Ventura County. We wanted to settle in Ventura County when we were thinking of moving, either like changing our life, moving away from Maine. We were thinking of Ventura. We were looking at Camarillo, Piru, then Fillmore. A friend of us had a house in Fillmore. It was a brand new community. I remember cookie cutter homes, like they're brand new and they're just standing there, you know. So it's pretty cool. I've been to that place a few times and I like it very much. I think you're lucky to live in Ventura County. Do you read Ventura County Star? There's a message from Ron. I don't remember if I addressed it. $10. Ron, if you want me to answer your question or read my message, then please email me at my email address. I will gladly do that. Chris 4000, it's a question of time. USSR borders will close for good. Time will tell. Time will tell, my friend, because it's a lot of strange things have been happening here in Russia. Time will tell. Jacob Hogg, hello from the UK. You are inspiring. Keep safe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jacob, good to hear good words. Greeting S. Jody Peterson. Oh, disappeared. Can't find it. I'm sorry. Jacob Hogg, have you ever visited the UK? Gotta try some fish and chips. Oh, yeah, I have. I have visited. I visited London a couple times and I've tried couple famous places. Fish and chips, I would love to try. It's really good. I like it. Do you guys have fresh fish there? Oh, it's fantastic. There was another message from Jacob. Bob S. Inside Russia, you are turning into a pro. Could you please explain what kind of pro? Moe Bay, hello from Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Yeah, I just a few minutes ago I talked about Philadelphia, how my wife went and tried Philly cheesesteak. That was a really good question from someone right next to Jacob. Oh, that was another question. Ooh, you guys are tough. You tough. There's a super chat from KWNY Upstate, $20. Robert Bates deleted the message. Again, if mods delete your super chat messages, please email me if it's a question or you would love to hear me something. Email me after the the live stream, and I will be glad to answer that. But thank you so much for whatever you wrote, and thanks for the money. I appreciate it. KWNY Upstate and Reezy Gray. Hello from Wisconsin. Hi there. Don't you know? Mr. Belvedere's uncle. Food okay in Uzbekistan? One of the best in the world. Food here, my friend, oh, this is one of the best kept secrets of this land. You come here and you enjoy food so much, you don't want to leave this place, okay? For 10 years, I was missing this food. I came here under, well, circumstances, and it's not the best circumstances, let's put it this way, but the food is actually making me one of those few things that is good about this place, okay? Delta Herald fellow from Switzerland, another super chat from JM, $20. No message. Thank you so much. Money is very appreciated in these trying times. My company is not doing too well. Somebody was asking. I still have a job. We have cut our employees to 3 work days. Now they work. Well, they work 3 days, and we are paid accordingly for 3 days out of the week, so it's minus 40%. But most of us are still very lucky to have the job. So things are tough, but hey, Aga. Hello from Poland, Lublin. Hi there. Every time I hear a person from Poland writing me, and just double touches my heart. Thank you for writing. Please tell your friends, do not give up on Russians yet, okay? I know things have been bad, but not all of us. I don't know what to say, just don't give up on us, okay? Give us some time. Wendy Powell, do you really believe that you will get the answers you seek? Well, first of all, Wendy, I wanted you to hear the questions. And I might get some answers. I'm sure no one will listen to me, will hear me out, but there might be some questions, answers for some of the questions in the future. So yes. I'm not just saying it like out loud and that's it. I hoping that some of the questions will be answered. Chirper G, hi Constantine, the world has those questions also, and you know what? I'm sure the world does, okay? Just know that this. Liv, prayers from Denmark, thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Ella B, you are a good example of our future generations. Love your questions, they're well asked ones. Ella, unfortunately, my generation is done in Russia, because what has been happening for the past 5 weeks, unfortunately, it's been happening because my generation has allowed it to happen. I have no faith in my generation. I have faith in our children, and I have faith in your children, and I pray that our children, not just Russians, but like all over the world, they will somehow be much better than us, and they will grow with love, remorse, and faith, and believing in God, and they will make this world better, because I feel that my generation has failed. Nothing I can do about that. No, I will not comment on the Western news, as Lorna says. Of course not. What is there to comment? You have the news, I have the news, okay? I had been saying for 3 months, I've been ridiculing everyone saying, oh, Russia is amassing troops and there's a chance that Russia invade. And I was gonna say, what? I kept on saying, like, what? Are you crazy? Why would Russia do that? Russia would shoot itself in the foot. And until the very last moment, I did not believe that Russia would start a special military operation, okay? Because it just didn't make any sense. But the Western news had been saying for months, okay? The Western intel had been saying for months, and they turned out to be right, and I turned out to be wrong. So make your conclusion. What's my attitude to the Western news now? Okay. Hello from Missouri, Larry. Hi there. Eladio, Konstantin, did your group of real friends change now? Do you have more or less? I have the same. I have the same amount of real friends. I don't have many. I have about 6 people very close. And one of the persons is here in Uzbekistan, has helped me tremendously. And I'm fortunate enough that my friends are smart, common sense people, okay? Clay Lover, you were supposed to take us on a tour of the bazaar. Thank you for calling me on that, but this is what happened. I talked to mods. They cannot really change their schedules that much, and we decided it would be much better for me to go and film and post a video instead of doing a live stream. Because if I do live stream, that it should be in the morning, and then the time is really messed up. But right now, bazaars are closed, obviously. It's midnight here. Okay, so I didn't lie. I'm going to Chorsu Bazaar tomorrow morning, and I'm filming everything. I have already everything set up. Nine Moon Planet, Konstantin, you need an assistant in Uzbekistan. Email volume. I need an assistant. Yes, please come assist me. Yes, emails have been... The channel is actually going down in terms of views. There used to be many more views a couple weeks ago. I guess people losing interest to the topic, or they losing interest to me, I don't know, but significantly reducing in the views, and it's going down like big time. But that's okay. I'm really lucky that my words were heard and seen by so many people in the past month. Okay, that's all I need to know. I'm really lucky. Hello from Washington State. I love being able to connect and watch you live, says Tanya Pietras. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, likewise. I'm very grateful from the UK that you're expressing the views of the Russian people. My family are from Russia and are scared to talk about it. You're brave. Otaku leveled up. Otaku leveled up. My friend, I'm not brave. I'm actually very scared. Sometimes just scared, sometimes very scared before going live and speaking of things like this. I would be brave if I was just like going out and being like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I'm so not scared of anything, but I can't. I'm honest. I'm scared. So I'm not so brave. Thanks for the good words, though. We have a new sponsor. Hey, Rizzy Gray. Welcome to Inside Russia Level. Thank you so much. Snippy, your English is excellent. Thank you. I have been really trying, especially when I lived in the USA. I was really trying to learn and practice English. Craig, a super chat for £9. Can you explain the impact on Russian industry, the withdrawal of Western software such as AutoCAD and Microsoft? Craig, thanks for the money. You are asking the right person. Because I work for an engineering company, we construct energy facilities turnkey, and then step number one is engineering. Of course, you gotta design first, and we have a bunch of designers, and we're in trouble because we have so many licenses for AutoCAD, and they're paid up until September, October of this year, and some of the licenses expired already. They were expiring like March 20th, and we actually paid to renew them, but AutoCAD decided not to take our money, saying, hey, we don't want to do anything with Russia. And many other companies have been facing the same problem. Microsoft, it's doable. You can replace everything Microsoft with open code software, Open Office, things like that, like Open Server. But AutoCAD is much more difficult because it's de facto industry standard, okay, for all engineers all over the world. And we all have used AutoCAD. AutoCAD and Siemens NX, okay, that's left Russia as well. Trying to switch to Russian software and other software that exists, but it's still an ongoing problem. Not problem, but challenge. Well, perhaps it's a problem, I don't know. Challenge/problem. So that's not just our problem, but industry-wide here in Russia. Everyone's trying to find a solution. Everyone's trying to survive somehow, you know. Thank you for the super chat. Mikhaila Konstantinidis, 250 Czech money, no message. Thank you from Czech Republic, from Prague, I think. You are a serial super chatter. I really appreciate it. And again, every time I read, hear, receive something from a person from Poland, from Czech, from Slovakia, Bulgaria, Estonia, Lithuania, really double touches my heart because of such a difficult history between our countries. Please do not give up on regular Russian people just yet. Thank you for the super chat. Naomi shared, how is your business going? Hope well. Naomi, I think I said it already. We're still alive. We're still in business. But we are hanging on a thread. Because one simple reason, so many projects have closed here in Russia. Lost financing, priorities changed. Companies that were trying to invest into building power stations, they decided to put the projects on hold, and our industry is imploding, it's collapsing. So we're hanging by the thread. I'm here in Uzbekistan to try to touch, the new market and see what we can do here. That's one of the reasons I'm here. So that's the answer to your question. Another super sticker for $5 from David Roundland. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Keith Alice, $10. I have loved getting to know you and other Russian YouTubers in this time. It's important to remember the humanity of all others. Thank you. I hope very much YouTube isn't blocked in Russia. Thank you for nice words. Thank you for super chat. Money is very appreciated in these times. I hope that YouTube isn't blocked either. I mean, I can do YouTube from Uzbekistan, but it's, I want my country to be free. I want my country to be welcomed as a member, good member, a member on good standing in the international community. I want to be welcomed, okay? And I was welcomed. Everyone was okay with Russians. Everyone loved Russians. Russia, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's just these recent events, they have changed everything. So I hope that this something being blocked in Russia is not even a question, is not even a thought, okay? It wasn't. It wasn't not too long ago. We would never think that, we never thought that, Visa, MasterCard could leave Russia. What? If you said it to us like a couple months ago, we'd think you'd be crazy, But it's a reality. It's a harsh reality. So I hope YouTube isn't blocked, but time will tell, That's all I gotta say. Thank you for wonderful words and thanks for the super chat. Mommy, I see, welcoming everyone to the chat about 15 minutes ago. I would like to, if you're recently joining, I'd like to see how many people there are. Hang on one short second. $1,200 people. That's excellent. Excellent. It's fantastic. Wendy Powell, do you have better and more accurate access to the news in Uzbekistan? Same. I did have good access to the news in Russia because I simply know where to look. Okay, same as in Uzbekistan. Good evening from Greece. I'm not sure about the name. I cannot read Greek, I'm sorry. Pinta Music, €5. Thank you so much. No message. Very much appreciated. And good evening from Tashkent, Uzbekistan to Greece. Greece is a fantastic country. Been to Greece a couple times. Rhodes is my favorite place in Greece. So easygoing, kind of careless, kind of like good vibes, beautiful weather, beautiful people. Oh, so great. Food is absolutely great. Indiana is in the house. Goldie Ford. Shay, I wish I had access to Russian news to hear what is being said. Shay, you're not missing much, trust me. It's me, maybe. Yesterday's stream was amazing. I think a lot about what you have said. Thank you so much. Yesterday's stream, I liked it very much. I didn't have much doubts, but it was iffy because I was talking about very personal things. But at the end, I have really good feeling about speaking out yesterday, and I feel good about it. So to me, the streams are divided into two parts, two camps, so to speak. Some streams are just fantastic, and some streams I struggle with. Different reasons, okay? I struggle with most streams in the past 30 days because of very, just unbelievably tragic topics. Heavy. But yesterday's stream was actually excellent. I enjoyed it very much. Thanks for good words too. Uh, 50, is it HRK? I'm not sure what country is, not Croatia. 50 something money. Thank you so much. 89 MRSA. I read something about Russia-China relationship. See if I can. Was it person blocked? That's not cool. Because is there a way to delete message and not to block the person? Yeah, let me unblock. I'm sure Robert just deleted the message. I'm not sure how it works, but let me know after the stream how this thing works. If you delete the message, does it automatically block the user? Because, I mean, there are good people out there that they might get blocked for just one message. That's not cool. Eladio, share the stream on your social media. We need to get the word spread. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, do share in the social media. That helps me a lot. I love to have my message spread to as many people as possible. Tobias, hello from New Zealand. Wish you the best. The ones who recently joining or joining right now, I am streaming live from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. And earlier today, I asked, I think, tough questions. And I asked them, not necessarily Vladimir Putin, but anyone who is in the know in Russian government, in the Russian higher-ups, can answer the questions. And now I'm just reading the comments and just, trying to have a good time with you guys and girls. Max S. Camila, I'm in Ventura County. It's a great place to live. So we have 2 people in Ventura County now. That's pretty cool. Yes. Yes, fantastic place to live. Like I said, we considered. Scott, hello from Palm Beach, Florida, USA. Hey, my ex-partner who I speak to every day, he lives in Palm Beach, West Palm Beach. Consume honey. Howdy, howdy, everyone. The usual suspect. I actually consumed honey today. I bought honey from mountains, Tian Shan Mountains. Uzbekistan is, whatever is produced here in Uzbekistan is, you cannot find anywhere better stuff. Honey is among the best I've ever tried here. Because what they do, the honey makers, the collectors, they take the beehives high up in the mountains. And they use grasses, they use trees, all kinds of stuff that, and then they come back with honey from the mountains. It's like the best in the world. So I got a kilo, 2 pounds of the honey, old harvest, because the new one in 2 months, in 8 weeks here. Polar Bear 1, Konstantin, that has not changed our minds or hearts about the Russian people. You and all people are prayed for every day. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are brothers and sisters. That's very touching. Thank you. That's fantastic message. Thank you, Polar Bear 1. I stream for messages like this, okay? This just makes me feel so good. Literally feels like there are wings growing out of my back. Thank you. A lot of people say I drink lots of water during the streams to check my sugar, blood sugar. Blood sugar is okay. I drink a lot because my throat dries up speaking too much, and then it's not comfortable. There are a few super chats from Gregor74GM, 24 Polish money, Polonez, I think it's called. Again, every time I see something, I read something, I receive something from a Polish person, touches my heart. Thank you so much. Do not give up on us yet, please. The Vidian sodality. $20. The serial super chatter. Thank you so much. I remember you super chats in the previous days. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. KC Mon, 10 Californian dollars. Like your live streams. Thank you. I like having you on the channel. Money is very much appreciated and very much welcomed. But you being and watching is even better. Thank you so much. Greetings from Lithuania. CKA. I think it's Russian, isn't it? Ska? Ah, Skaska. Okay. That's easy. Skaska. €5. Thank you so much. Lithuanians. Again, in my heart, every time I see, read, hear, or receive something from a person, Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, it really touches my heart. Fantastic. I've been to Klaipėda in 1988. I liked your country. Well, back then it was part of the USSR. I still liked it, and I liked, the nature. I liked the sea, the aquarium that you have there, and the whole 9 yards. It was fantastic. Thank you. We have James Dean in the house. $10. My wonderful mods, Harry Potnin, Bob S., Mommy, Lorna, Robert Bates, Julie F. We also have Pinball as a mod, and anyone else? Bob S. and Yarn Prepper. Thank you for watching over Constantine. Please pray for return to normalcy. Human lives matter, immaterial to where you live. Thank you for a wonderful message to the mods, and thank you, and you're absolutely right. Human lives matter, immaterial to where you live. Couldn't have said better myself. Thank you. Yarn Preppers in the house. Patricia Leeper, a black market is buying something that is forbidden. Didn't get that. I'm sorry. CS MySpace Vids. Yesterday, thanks. I appreciate your honesty and heart. When I grow up, I want to have faith like yours. And I'm older than you. That's funny. Your lack of fear and faith is inspirational. I never thought of it this way. I never thought of being inspirational. I still don't think I'm inspirational, to be honest with you. I think I'm not really worthy to be inspirational. I've made so many mistakes. I've sinned a lot throughout my life. I don't know. Yesterday's stream was kind of born. The idea of that was born in my heart, like all the stream ideas, and something urged me to do that. Okay, that was a very strange thing I experienced. But again, I am very, very, very happy, very glad that I did the stream yesterday. It was good. It was good. Feels really good. So thank you for this words, unique words. I don't even know how to describe. Thank you, MySpace Vids. Ruth Manor, is there a risk of pandemic virus by not wearing a mask where you do walk about? Ruth, the pandemic virus is the least thing or the last thing on my mind. Trust me, I've had COVID 4 times, twice confirmed, twice unconfirmed, but with all the symptoms. So I could care less about COVID. No one really here, like in Uzbekistan, cares about COVID. Very few people wear masks. You will see in my streams. In Russia, they lifted up all the laws. No jabbing, no masks, no social distance. COVID disappeared. Okay, that's it. So, and I personally do not Man, 4 times. How many times you can have it so you lose fear of COVID, you know? I was fearing in the first place, okay? Then I got sick. Then I got sick second time. After second time, I said, okay, you know what? It's not worth of being worried about this thing, okay? Third time and the fourth times were really easy. Not a big deal, just a regular sickness. Couple weeks. The fourth time was like 3 days and it was gone. Imagine that. I lost my sense of smell for a few days after that, but then it returned real. It was easy peasy, you know. Clay lover, currency, HRK is the currency of Croatia. Perhaps. Greetings from Finland. Komisanti. Hello from Uzbekistan. Susan S. is here. Hi there. The usual suspect. Barb Green. Constantine, do you know the St. Michael's prayer? I don't. Good. Kristen Barrett Mattern, we're all flawed, but being real and authentic is what inspiring about you. That I am. I'm real and authentic is just, that's easy actually, real easy. I, look at my heart, inside of my heart, and basically everything what I say, everything what I do here or otherwise comes from my heart. That's it. I never play. Keith Ellis, $5. Thank you so much. Constantine, you don't need to do great deeds. You only need to have a great heart. My friend, you clearly have a great heart. Thank you. I will not comment that because I cannot comment about myself, but thank you so much. $20 from Sean Wright. Hey, boss. Hey, boss. Can you appear to have gotten some rest? Glad you appear to have gotten some rest. You look much better. Now you have to bring back the Boss Cup. Once I go back to Rostov, there'll be Boss Cup. A few things have happened here in Uzbekistan. I've given up on meat for 10 days and I've started eating much less and only raw veggies, a couple fruits, and cottage cheese and honey. Everything is natural, no additives, no chemicals. Uzbekistan is like #1 food in the world. I kid you not. And same thing happened to me last time. When I lived here in 2011 to 2013 or 10 to 12, something like that. So when I lived here, I ate real healthy. I ate cottage cheese, a lot of it. I ate fruits and vegetables. And I ate very little meat. I lost about 40 pounds. I was in great shape. I was doing sports, exercising, things like that, I did fasting a few times. And this is what I'm trying to repeat because it's really easy to do that in Uzbekistan. You don't need to go far. To give up meat, hey, just like that, no problem. You know what happens? You buy tomatoes and cucumbers and they're so tasty. You eat them like meat. You eat them like meal. Okay, and that's it. All you need to do, seriously. I'm going to take you to the bazaar tomorrow and you guys are going to be amazed what you can find there. And if I could only give you pass taste onto you through videos, you'd be absolutely amazed. Hey, look, there's a super chat disappeared. Slime Diver, $4.99. Hey man, do you know about Rizani incident? No. What's the Rizani incident? If it's not too controversial with this special military operation, please let me know. If it's connected with, just don't. If you could, email me, okay? $20. Okay, well, I read that already. There was another thing disappeared. Oh, that's from Keith Alice. Okay. Zen Cohen, making mistakes is not inspirational, it's human, and that's inspirational. Okay. Daring to be weak takes strength. As you see, someone said just the same. Thank you. Wonderful words. Thank you so much. Buzz Salmon is here. Hi there. Buzz is such a great member of the community. He did so many commenting, and he was really always involved in the streams, you know, and then he would watch later and then would comment a lot. So thank you, Buzz. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna keep you in my prayers, and I'm gonna pray tonight and let you know. I'm gonna keep you in there. Schmo. That's pretty cool name, Schmo. Hello, can you register the business in Uzbekistan so that you guys are able to buy AutoCAD license? Not gonna fly. Take care, rooting for you and your company. No, not gonna fly. AutoCAD clearly has certain policies about Russia, and you cannot go around and pretend you're in Uzbekistan. And we can establish office in Uzbekistan, buy license here in Uzbekistan, put people here, and they work out of Uzbekistan. Everything else, if we buy licenses here and our people work remotely, that would be cheating. That would be breaking the law. Okay, and then although Russian government says that temporarily, I think it's a new law in the works saying that the piracy is okay now. Okay, they're discussing it, and I think they're gonna make it, or perhaps they already passed it. Well, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but they're saying piracy, you know, can be tolerated. It's not a criminal offense anymore in Russia. It's just how crazy can you go and that? Oh, I better keep my mouth shut because I'm gonna say stupid things. You know, just some people just saying and doing things for the sake of saying and doing, just not thinking ahead. You know. Whew. Frugally decadent. How prices in Uzbekistan? Any impact from inflation, etc. How is local economy for regular people? Not good. Great question. And let me tell you, the prices in Uzbekistan have shocked me. Because 10 years ago, prices were 5-6 times lower than in Moscow. Russian special military operation has nothing to do with that. They've been like that for a couple years. The new president brought new policies to Uzbekistan, and some are good, some are excellent, and some have affected the Uzbeki people so much that they've gotten poor because they make same kind of money they were making before, but now everything costs 4 or 5 times more. So imagine that I'm shocked. I'm paying as much for everything. Tomatoes, cukes, honey, you know, you name it. I'm paying as much as I was paying in Moscow. Bean Man, what other interests do you have? My family is the interest number one. Family job. I, in the past, am a professional snowboard instructor. I instructed at Sunday River and Sugarloaf in Maine. Member of American Association of Snowboard Instructors. I think level 3. I don't forgot, 20 years ago. Then I was surfing instructor. I was surfing in winter mostly in Maine. Best swell. Summer is much better, for weather, but no swell in the summertime. I enjoyed photography quite a bit. Traveled all over the world. I traveled to 35 countries. That's, opened a couple businesses on my own. One did fantastic, sold the business. One terrible, and one broke even. So I have all kinds of experience, failure, success, and somewhere in the middle. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. No, that's not it. I have many other interests actually, but I just can't tell you right off the like right off the bat. If you ask me something, then I will answer. Lorna, Robert Bates is saying 90 minutes. I don't know how you mods. How you feeling? Is it going okay for you, or can we stay a little longer, or should wrap it up? Rabbit Bill, how many Russians are in Uzbekistan now? A lot. I spot Russians from afar. If you go to a bank, there is a special at every bank branch. There's a special like desk for opening accounts for non-residents of Uzbekistan, and then you can see a line of Russians sitting, like a few people. A lot of Russians, a lot of bloggers, believe it or not, they're just going around Tashkent and filming with their phones. Um, a lot, a lot. I was flying, one third of a plane was Russians. It seems like there's an exodus of people out of Russia right now. Alexander Mayer, I've always wanted to visit China. Hiva. Will you make a video of Hiva? If I make it to Hiva, I will make a video. I want to go to Bukhara. That's definitely I wanna. I'll make a trip there. Hiva is after Bukhara, so I might. I was also thinking of driving to Fergana Valley, the place where I actually started my business in Fergana, in Uzbekistan. And from Fergana, crossing the borderline towards into Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is mountains, high mountains, unbelievable place. Okay, and I'm thinking of going there for some time and perhaps filming a little bit there. Okay, but we'll see. Bukhara is number one. I'm free, says Robert Bates. Mommy, yarn prepper. Great, great. We're up. I feel like going for another half hour. Frugally decadent, yes. Fergana Valley, please. See, Fergana Valley itself is not much to show. I spent there about a year. Year in Fergana, a year in Tashkent, and Kokand is a very historic place, but it's like a big village. Fergana is the same thing. There's not much. The bazaar in Fergana is nothing like not even compared to the ones in Tashkent. Alay, Chorsu, Chilanzar. Just like showing you what Fergana looks like. I don't know. Not my favorite place, let's put it this way. But right next to Fergana is Kyrgyzstan, and the mountains up to 20,000 feet high, and that's beautiful. Dalai Lama tea, beautiful mountains in Manas. Where is Manas? Yarn prepper, will you ever be able to fly to see family in a few days? Probably not in a few days, but eventually, yes, of course. They either come to me or I go back. I don't know. Either way. But you see, there are circumstances that this is not like just your regular time. We're all struggling here, okay? And then I need to be here for some time due to some, some goals. Robert Bates has been Smarty Pants another 30 minutes, which is 45 minutes. Perhaps. Being M. Constantine is Orthodox. We're all Christians. Yes, I am Orthodox. Russian Orthodox. Well, my father was Baptist preacher, so I'm like a hybrid. I don't know. I have God in my heart, and that's pretty much it. You can call it Orthodox, you can call it Catholic, Baptist, whatever. I think it doesn't really matter. What matters is every time I look into my heart, I feel God. I feel His presence here, and that's what it's all about, Is your eye okay? Says asking Fernando. So far so good. So far so good. I'm not lifting anything heavy. I'm not exercising. I'm not going to sauna. That's what doctors told me not to do. I'm trying to limit. I just walk back and forth, and I try to limit the amount at the computer that I look. So far so good. Thank you for asking. $20, another $20 from James Dean. Konstantin, I pray you stay in Uzbekistan is fruitful. Thank you for putting yourself out of harm's way. Prayers from Chicago. Thank you so much. And thanks for mentioning the moderators too. Thank you. What can I say? I'm not really out of harm's way because I'm doing the live streams, and if they want to get me, they can get me once I get back to Russia, because I'm not a refugee or anything like that. I plan on coming back. That's why I'm trying to be helpful. Roman, NFKRZ, he went to Tbilisi, and as far as I understand, he has no desire to coming back to Russia, and then he's pretty bold in his statements. But even if you're outside of Russia, you gotta watch what you say, because in Russia you might get in trouble. Okay, and then some people, if they burn bridges, then I can understand. But if they don't, then they gotta be careful. Leo P, leave the mods alone, enjoying their chatter. That's funny. Yeah, my mods are quite something else. That's great. Fantastic people, fantastic bunch. That's what I'm gonna call you, the fantastic bunch. Brian Kennison, I want to know, how long ago did you stop lifting weights? About 10 years ago, I started having small problems with the eye. I was doing ice hockey. I was playing ice hockey back then. I was in better shape than I am right now. And then I stopped about 2013, something like that. So it's been a while, and I am so ready to go back. I'm not gonna lift weights. I'm gonna be easy on my eyes, but I'm gonna jog, and I'm gonna walk a lot. I'm gonna, do activities, probably swim. So I'm back to sports, back to activities. Clay Lover, do all the men in your family have a great set of hair like you? Asking for my jealous brothers? Yes. If you're talking about my immediate family, my mom and dad, I have same hair as my dad did. Turning gray around 40s. Mine is too. And my mom also has very thick, excellent hair. So I have no problem with hair department, Kristen Barrett Mattern, have you ever been to Kazakhstan? Is that a destination for people right now? Yes, it's a destination for people right now. Russians are going to Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Turkey, Georgia, Armenia by packs, by hundreds, thousands probably. Have I been to Kazakhstan? Many times. Russia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine. So I've been to Ukraine many, many times. Russia, obviously, and Kazakhstan many, many times. Almaty, Pavlodar, fantastic places. The coldest place I ever been in my life was Pavlodar in the winter. I came in an office suit, in dress shoes, and it was minus 37 Celsius. And I literally would not get out of the car or not get out outside. I went to Pavlodar aluminum smelter for a business meeting. I got out of the car, and then they would not let me in for literally like 2 minutes. And I started feeling like my suit, my dress shoes started getting like frozen. It's a really strange feeling. It's happened so fast, because I wasn't dressed up to the weather. And I started banging on the door saying, hey, open the door, let me in into the warmth, and then you take care of my papers and everything later. And they did, but I remember the feeling. It's not very comfortable, okay? When you feel that you start getting frozen very fast, minutes, okay? So been to Kazakhstan. We built a few huge facilities in Kazakhstan. We're still building right now a couple facilities there. Pavlodar substation at Pavlodar aluminum smelter way back, like 15, 17 years ago. We were bidding against Chinese, and I remember it was my first experience like meeting Chinese. Oh boy, they're ruthless, they're bad, They're like worst competitors you can ever imagine, because they don't care about money and profits. They just need to take the contract, okay? If we come up and say, hey, it's going to cost you $100, that's, $100 million, whatever, $100. And that's going to, we need like 30% advance payment, and we're going to do it in 3 years. Chinese would come in and say, hey, no advance payments. After we commence your substation or something like power station, then you wouldn't have to pay for next few years after that. You pay only like on the year 3 after you operate. And our price is going to be like 50% lower, okay? And we're going to do it faster. And you come out and say, hey, listen, the customer, it's impossible to do it this money. We have open books. We show you how much everything costs, okay? This, and that. And the Chinese also come up with open books, but the thing is, Chinese lose money, but they're compensated by their government, because the government wants to expand Chinese companies from all over the world, okay? So they're like terrible competitors. They're not about business. They're about influence. They're about expansion. They call it soft expansion, okay? Terrible. Hope I answered your questions. John Jones, hello Constantine from USA, North Carolina. Hello to the mods. Hello North Carolina. Heard you have a beautiful state. Allison Marlowe, Constantine doesn't even need a hat with that much hair. You know how fast my hair grows? I have to do a haircut every 7 days. I had my haircut today. I did one right before leaving a week ago and one today. It grows really, really fast. Elizabeth da Silva, read the book of Revelations. You will have your adverse, Constantine. I have read the book of Revelations. I believe in the book of Revelations, quite a bit, actually. Allison, NFKRZ is young. He didn't live through the Cold War like us dinosaurs. You know what? That's a good comment. And let me tell you, no Russian English-speaking bloggers, perhaps except for Slava, the Russian Plus, no Russian bloggers lived through Soviet Union, Soviet experience, except for me and Slava. All the kids I know, Zangief, Crazy Russian Sergey, Baklakov, who else? Dari Step, Nikki Proshin, all these kids, Ellie from Russia, they're kids. They have no clue how it is to be living in the USSR. They have no clue how terrifying it is to live there. They cannot take it through them because they just don't know what it is, okay? I remember the USSR. I remember all the feelings and emotions that I had at that place, and I remember. I don't want to go back. That was not a good place to be. The USSR, that much, much better, okay? Whew. Stephen, 1972, how did you learn English? It's a good story. It's a good story, okay, Stephen. I come to the USA in 96 and I had a summer session at UC Davis, and then I come to USM in Maine, and I take 4 classes, 12 credits, and they're advanced economics, banking system, and something else, because I'm economics major. So, because I had finished 3 years of school at the Russian university. I didn't have to go through like 101 courses and stuff like that. So I took 301, 302, 303 and stuff like that. So I came to my first class and it was advanced banking. We're talking about the financial reserve and policies and all of that. And I was advanced, okay? And I was just sitting there, and for the first 15 minutes, I was trying to understand what my teacher was talking about. And I came out after that class, and I was like, well, I'm in trouble because I need to read the book this thick in 3 months, and I don't even know how to start. And I talked to a professor. I said, listen, you got to help me out. He goes, I understand. Come before the tests for like a couple hours with a dictionary. I'll give you extra time. Anyway, the thing is, if I had to pass all the exams in the first semester, if I didn't pass them, I'd go back to Russia. That shipped me back. And I learned English real quick, because if you really have a requirement, it's either you live or die. If you continue going to school or shipped back to Russia, then that's a huge motivation. So I learned English in a few months. In 3 months, enough to pass. I actually made the dean's list at that semester, first and second semesters. I think I made the dean's list, okay? So I passed like A minus, B, something like that. So it's pretty amazing. I didn't understand how I did it myself, okay? But I constantly studied English. I had like words everywhere in front of my eyes, in my pockets. I would write down the word and I would memorize it, and I would speak to people. I lived in a dorm. That helped a lot, So that's how I learned English. If you need to learn it, any language, you're gonna learn it fast. Trust me. Frugally Decadent says, love that you were at UC Davis. Good burritos in Davis and similar climate to Uzbek. I was there for quite a short time for a summer session. But it was hot. It was 120 degrees, I remember, and everything inside was so cold because ACs everywhere. And it would really mess this up, mess us up. That there's a huge difference between cold and hot. And I remember we had bicycles and we were just riding around bicycles and stuff like that. It was the first place I learned about American superiority complex. And everyone kept saying, oh, you know, UC Davis is the world's capital of bicycles. And they were so proud about it. And then I was thinking, wait a second, there are like 7 million bicycles in Beijing. Okay, perhaps the Beijing is the world capital. No. Davis is number one, okay, because there are like 20,000 bicycles. We're like, okay. So that's pretty cool. Wendy Powell, when I lived in Germany in the 70s, my boss would only speak to me in English if I spoke to him in German. That's a good way to learn English. Then if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend who speaks a different language, that's easy to pick up. That's probably the easiest way because you speak English on a personal level all the time, you know, or not English, but any other language. Skazka, do you think it's smart for the West and also Russia becoming so much dependent on China for manufacturing, investment and other stuff? Skazka, my Lithuanian friend, we're gonna find out very soon. Very, very soon. I think it's stupid. Well, it's not stupid. It's everything should be balanced, you see? I think what has been happening in the recent years is imbalance, okay? But life likes balance, so economy likes balance. Free market economy likes balance. You know, it's about balance in supply and demand. So this situation with China will be resolved somehow, I'm sure. Perhaps through sanctions, perhaps through something else, but thanks for the super chat. Thank you. What? Heathercliff, UC Davis is where progressive ideology was born. It needs dismantling. When? Please tell me when. Was it like when I was attending? Heathercliff, I have nothing to do with that, trust me. Photo 4, how many languages are learned in Russian schools? One language, sometimes two, but they have started turning kids away from languages, foreign languages. They started making them unnecessary, okay? I think that way they're trying to discourage future generations to leave Russia, or not actually not to discourage, to make more difficult, because it's easy if you speak another language, German or Russian usually, or German or English. It's easier for you to leave. And if you don't speak any language, then it's much more difficult to leave. And I think one of the problems is that a lot of people are still free to leave Russia, and they're leaving a lot. Wendy Powell, I found German quite language. Yes, all languages are easy. I mean, we're all human beings. It's just the way we communicate. I think Chinese, Japanese are difficult because they're completely different languages, but Germanic family is very, very easy. Hello from Missouri, says Galaxy Rider. Hi there. No. I made a mistake. Oh, you have got 3 languages in school. In Russia, it's one foreign language, perhaps like the second one in some schools. Steve Lindholm, you mentioned other Russian YouTubers earlier, too young for USSR. Have you seen Different Russia? I think she may be one who lived in time. Yes, Different Russia. She might have. I don't really know how old is she. She looks pretty good, and I seriously I cannot like pinpoint her age, but her channel is very Russian family, Russian things, small things oriented. Okay, it's all about her dog Sheffield, Alex, her boyfriend, and uh, going to dacha, doing some renovation, things like that. So she doesn't start. She just doesn't remotely touch stuff like politics or things like that. So I don't know of any of the videos about the USSR. So she must have lived through the USSR, but she's not really talking about that. I thought it was boyfriend, but then it turned out to be husband. That's what I said. I mean, Sheffield is their dog, and Alex is the husband. So they live together. I know they film together all the time. I actually enjoy watching them from time to time. That's pretty family. They like Globus supermarket way too much. That's funny. Oh, she has a son, Alex Jr. I haven't heard. Well, you live, you learn. You know. Steven, 1972. Konstantin, what does babushka mean? I hear that word a lot. That's old lady, grandma. Very, very easy. Ready 167. Hello from the UK. First time I have caught you live. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Every night, please come in and you will catch me live. Or rather, you will catch me streaming live. Wendy, yes. I tell you a little secret. I also follow different Russia. I don't watch much anymore because every time I turn in, it's all about Sheffield. Sheffield eye surgery. Sheffield needs a visit to the doctor, and it's so like sad to see Sheffield old dog and not good health. So I started turning less and less to different Russia. But her and Alex, I like very much. Hey, there's a super chat from Rizzy Gray. Another one. I've seen all the Russian YouTubers you've talked about today. You're my favorite. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I like Russia's Slava, Russian Plus. He is such a cool guy in person. We hit it off so good with him. It's pretty amazing. We made plan for May holidays. He would come to Rostov and we would like stay in my place and we would hang out a little more. He would come with his wife, but plans no more. Wendy Powell, that's why you're my favorite to follow. Thank you, Wendy. Isfanian. What's Isfanian? Isfanian. That's an interesting name. Hello, Konstantin. Why is that people in Russia don't reply emails or in social media? When being YouTubers or job places, for example, not mere strangers? Russians are different. I mean, I don't really know what's your experience, but I reply to when people write me. It's just I haven't replied to some emails, backed up 80 emails I haven't even read. So I answered yesterday and today. I answered like 80, and there's another 80 to be answered. So perhaps that's what the problem is. But Mike Caliph, I hear Georgia is super nice. One of my most favorite places is Georgia, the country. Fantastic place. Great food as well. Greedy Alex eating all the candy. Valeria says. Yeah, that's funny. She's funny. She's very like she's got very dry humor. Like very like she speaks very simplistic English, but she's pretty funny. I like her. James Dean humor got the results from my Canadian citizenship. Straight Ace. That's funny. Hi, Chris from Florida, USA. Chris Peller. Hi there. Tashkent, Uzbekistan is here. Live. We are 2 hours. Okay, a few more minutes and we are. Fox, can we get to 1K likes today? Thank you so much, Bob S. Galaxy Rider, $100. Holy baloney. No message. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm excited. Thank you. $100 is much appreciated and much needed. I'm paying for all my expenses here in Uzbekistan myself out of my own pocket. So rent, food, everything, transportation. So thank you. Thank you. That's much appreciated. C4SB 2008. How much US weeks worth of food there? Did not get the question. I'm sorry. Again, Galaxy Rider, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Alexander Mayer, what kind of music do you like? Pretty much any kind of music. But I like older music. The Eagles, Pink Floyd, rock and roll, heavy metal sometimes. I don't know, just anything. Bob Seger, stuff like that. Rosemary Beach, hi from Florida. You're always my favorite. Thank you so much. Thank you for the words. Tom Gassman, what places in Russia would you like to visit one day? Would I like to visit one day? I was actually had a video in the plans to make before this operation started. I would like to visit Lake Baikal. I've never been to Baikal. I would like to visit Far East, Kamchatka, where the volcanoes are, and Vladivostok on the Pacific Ocean. Up north, Murmansk, basically where Ali from Russia went. Up north, I would love to go there. Tereberka, Murmansk, crazy Russian Sergei is there right now, there too. And Kaliningrad, there are so many places I haven't traveled inside Russia. I've traveled outside to so many countries, like 35, but inside Russia I haven't really traveled much. Really strange, Bob Seger is pretty good. Pink Floyd too. John Bon Jovi I like. Scorpions. Deep Purple, pretty cool. The Beatles. I listen to modern music, like whatever is popular. The hits and stuff like that too. I'm not like a dinosaur or anything like that. I'm trying to balance. The funny thing is we have this Yandex Music service in Russia, and then based on my listening preferences, it gives me a playlist of the day, and it always hits, never misses. Okay, everything that it's artificial intelligence suggests me, I like to listen. Very strange. Queen, oh yeah, Queen is rock and roll. That's one of my favorite. Probably my most favorite band. Just for guitar, Ellie is a sweetheart, very down to earth. She is. I haven't met her personally, but she's a good friend of Zangief. Hello from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Ginger snapped. Hello from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. AC/DC is pretty good. It's pretty cool. James Dean, another one. Another super chat. Recently decided to apply for Australian citizenship. Talk to John Liebold. He'll help you out. And I was surprised at some of the questions they asked me, like they asked me if I ever been convicted of a crime. I had no idea it was still a requirement. James Dean, let me tell you something. Try applying for American citizenship. That's grilling, real grilling, okay? They even go as far as they look at your driving speeding tickets, okay? So you'd better be on the best behavior if you want to become a US citizen one day. Caroline Wilson, are you getting super chat money? I haven't gotten it yet. 21st of September is this when I'm supposed to get the super chats from last week, and I had lots of super chats. Okay, nothing like that ever happened to me, and I doubt it will happen in the future, in pretty much in like the nearest time. So we will see. I'm hoping I will get them because I already have like goal for the super chats. I'm gonna take a large part and like make a reserve fund for myself in American dollars in case my job goes busts in a few months that are coming up. Then one part of it I'm going to donate to baby orphanage for babies in Rostov, and I have some couple things I need to take care of financially. That's what my super chats money's gonna go for. Frank Sinatra. It's not my like most favorite, but a few songs of Frank Sinatra, like New York, New York, every Russian knows. Okay. Boss Selman leaving. Goodbye. Bob S. I'm in one of those dinosaurs. So Bob, you don't ever listen to anything modern, huh? Mike B. Tulsa, Oklahoma here. That's pretty cool. Yarn Prepper is giving a shout out to Pinball Preparedness. Great. If you haven't watched Pinball Preparedness, I suggest one of my most favorite channels. Go and check out his videos. Once you check out one or two, you will be drawn in and you will sign up, become a subscriber, and you're gonna watch him every single day. Pinball is one of the best YouTubers I've ever seen in my life. A super sticker from Galaxy Rider for second one, right? For $9, $10. Thank you so much. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, I think Nina, I hope I didn't offend you guys and girls by saying I'm not a dinosaur. Well, I like the dinosaur kind of music from my early years, but I also like to listen to something modern, that's trending right now. Jim Pennon, I'm still here in St. Petersburg, and I don't know what to do. Not sure. St. Petersburg, Florida, St. Petersburg, Russia. And why you don't know what to do? Frugally Decadent, what do you think of the Bold and Bankrupt channel? He's a legend in Russia. I watched his videos many times. He's been to places I've been to. He's bold, he's bankrupt. That's what I think. He's pretty bold like head, and he's bold in his videos. So I like the guy. He's pretty cool. Steven 72, Konstantin, what's your favorite Russian music? I don't know. I don't know. Just whatever Russian they're playing. Missed a super chat by Axel Schrer. Thank you, Lorna. There you go. €5. Hey, I'm German and plan to travel St. Petersburg in April. I have already a visa, but then the mess starts. Would you travel anyway? Axel. It's a good question. It's a good question. I would. Russia is nothing drastically changed here in terms of attitude to foreigners. In my mind, you'd be still safe as you would be before the start of this operation on the 24th of February. You have a chance to witness Russia like we have not seen before, under these tremendous changes, strains. So come to St. Petersburg. You see, it's only like an hour away from Finland, from the border. Basically, if you start walking, if something happens and you start walking, within one day you will walk towards the Finnish border and you'll just get outside of Russia. So St. Petersburg is not a problem. And any other place is not a problem these days, but it's just being so close to European Union kind of can give you reinforcement that everything's going to be fine. So I would say just come and enjoy Russia. See for yourself what's happening. Billy Joel is pretty cool. I like Billy Joel too. Wait a second. Today is pinball preparedness. Oh, it's 2 hours. It's not 7 hours anymore. It's 9 hours. No way I can join the pinball at his live stream. I'm sorry. I'm falling asleep. Start falling asleep. I would like to all of you who are believers ask to join me in prayer, and the ones who are watching the stream and non-believers also would like to join. If you don't believe in God, okay, He believes in you. Do me a favor, please. I'm asking you, I'm begging you, just spend a couple minutes of your time joining me in prayer. If you're atheist, agnostic or whatever, just do it for me. Shall we? Dear God, thank you so much for giving us food on the table. Thank you for giving us roofs over our head, giving us warmth of places that we live in, giving us company, surrounding us with families and children, grandchildren, wives, siblings, colleagues, friends. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us in this world, and giving us day after day after day. Thank you so much. Very grateful for that. I would like to ask you to help people of Ukraine. People who are in harm's way need your help, and please help them. Send their angels to put them out of harm's way, to angels to protect them. Please have their prayers answered, their wishes answered, because they really, really need your help. I'm asking for you to send angels to all people in Ukraine, regardless who they are. Please help all people, and help by stopping this bloodshed as soon as possible. Help by putting sense into the heads of people who making decisions, who are responsible. Open their heads and put common sense. Open their hearts and put love. Open their eyes so they can see what has been done in Ukraine since February 24th. So they get terrified and they will come to peace. Please, give Ukrainians better life. I'm also asking for Russian people who have been affected by these events in a bad way. Please help them too. I want you to send your angels with sharp swords to get rid of demons that have hijacked my country and running it. I want angels from the skies come down and run Russia, so it becomes a good member of international community, good neighbor, and it really becomes a country of brothers and sisters to Ukrainians. I know that you can make it happen. Please do. I want to ask for our children. Please give them love, compassion, remorse, open their hearts, and make them grow up and create peace, happiness, and love on this earth. Help them do what we have not been able to do. Have them bring your rules and your wishes and desires onto this earth. I would like for all people who are in this chat with me praying, believers, non-believers alike, doesn't really matter. Please give them health, give them financial means to lead good lives. Open their hearts and fill them with love. Have their prayers answered and wishes come true. Please do that. I would like to ask personally for a few people, for Shay, for Sharon, for Rafaela From, for Maria Z, for Svetlana, for Valentin, for Boss Semen. These people need your help, and I am asking you to send angels, send all kinds of help that they require. Thank you so much. I'm asking for help for all people in the world. Have all the people who are praying have their prayers answered and materialize. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, and thank you again. Please forgive me and us all our sins. Amen. That's it. It was a good stream. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for joining. There were quite a few people. Great words, great. I'm glad that I was able to deliver the message. I'm glad that I read so many comments today and answered questions. Thanks for all super chats. I will see you tomorrow. Keep on tuning in to the videos that I planned for tonight and tomorrow. Thank you. You're awesome and you rock. Please keep on coming. Please keep on coming back for more. That's it. Shutting off.